Former US President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually thrive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while trying and daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." What keeps people going on even with bloody noses, empty passes, and no cheerleaders? The finest human spirits are to be found among those who have been consumed by higher cause and they have understood devotion. The man in the arena is willing to fail, but would not be defined by it. The man in the arena who works late nights at the laboratory pursuing a cure to diseases. The man in the arena who is working hard to bring innovation to the world and change history. The man in the arena who builds a city in the desert and inspires a whole nation to rise up to their potential. The man in the arena weeps at night because his purse does not match the vision of his heart, because his friends think he's crazy, because he's misunderstood by a world that celebrates the one who acquires things rather than the one who creates them. What keeps him going still? He understands the enthusiasm of the emotions of the Spirit. The strongest among us are usually those people who have understood the deep devotions of a heart that is dedicated to something bigger than themselves. If money is all that drives us, it will also break us. It will suck up all our juices. We will make money, but it will never make us better. Money amplifies who we are, for better or worse. But the blood and the sweat in the arena are what forges strength in the spirit and burns character into our souls. Whatever our work is today, from teaching to programming, from being a student to becoming an inventor, the only thing that will keep us going is for us to raise our work to the place of a higher cause. The kind of cause that makes us better people while trying greatly. Like Roosevelt said, who at the very best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and at worst if he fails, at least he tries, daring greatly. Your place shall never be among those who neither know defeat or victory. Cold and timid people who know all the reason why things couldn't work, but they would never lift a finger to help themselves or take a stand or even find a place in destiny. It's very easy to be a critic and point out how the people have tried, how people could do things better, how government could work better, how the people who are actually in the arena bleeding and working so hard to make sure that the world becomes a better place for the rest of us. Some folks just sit down as armchair revolutionaries and point out how all the things could have gone on differently, but themselves would never raise a finger. Critics never make history. Critics never inspire movement, so we could never start anything worthwhile. Critics are exactly that. They're like crickets. When you come close to them, they go silent. They make their noise only in the distance. But men in the arena don't make noise. They make news. And that is the reason why we owe what we are becoming and what we have become in the world to those people who are not afraid to become who they are, who embrace what makes them different, and stand up to the rest of the world. Rise up today. Become a man in the arena. Do something that makes you higher, better. Something that makes you who you really are. The kind of inspiration that the next generation will read about and will turn their blood into running fire. Evolve. I'm Amabali.